Across the vast tapestry of ancient beliefs about death and what lies beyond, the visions offered by the Greeks and the Norse stand as two of the most compelling and richly textured narratives humanity has ever conceived. Each culture, steeped in its own mythology and worldview, constructed an afterlife that reflects not only its understanding of the cosmos but also its values, fears, and hopes. The ancient Greek afterlife, with its shadowy realms and nuanced moral geography, and the Norse conception of Valhalla, a glorious hall of warriors, both evoke powerful images of what might await us beyond the veil of mortality. Yet beneath these vivid depictions lie profound philosophical questions about fate, honor, justice, and the nature of existence itself, prompting us to wonder, who got it right? In the ancient Greek imagination, death is a journey to a world beneath the earth, a somber and mysterious domain known simply as Hades. Unlike the Christian paradise or the Norse warrior's paradise, Hades is not a place of overt punishment or reward but a shadowy existence where all souls, heroes and commoners alike, subsist in a muted afterlife. The Greek underworld is divided into distinct regions: the Asphodel Meadows, a neutral realm for ordinary souls; Tartarus, a deep abyss reserved for the wicked and monstrous; and the Elysian Fields, an idyllic resting place for the virtuous and heroic. This tripartite structure reveals a complex moral landscape where the soul's fate depends on its earthly life but is not necessarily a stark dichotomy of heaven and hell. The Greeks viewed death as a natural and inevitable transition, yet their beliefs were permeated with an acute awareness of the limits of mortal existence. The soul, or psyche, survives but is pale and insubstantial, a mere shadow of its former vitality. The dead retain memories and personalities but are largely cut off from the living world, existing in a state of quiet reflection or sometimes torment. This somber vision underscores a philosophy that emphasizes the fleeting nature of life and the importance of virtue, honor, and reputation as lasting legacies rather than eternal bliss. By contrast, the Norse vision of the afterlife radiates with heroic grandeur and martial valor. Valhalla, the majestic hall ruled by Odin, is the ultimate destination for warriors who die bravely in battle. Here, the fallen are not passive spirits but active participants in an eternal feast, preparing daily for the final apocalyptic battle, Ragnarok. The Norse afterlife celebrates courage, strength, and loyalty, values central to a culture defined by struggle and survival in harsh environments. Death in battle is not an end but a glorious beginning, a continuation of warriorhood in a realm of honor and eternal camaraderie. Yet this vision also carries a poignant fatalism. Valhalla is not paradise in the eternal bliss sense but a prelude to destruction and rebirth. The world is destined to end, and even the gods will fall. The afterlife, therefore, is intertwined with cosmic cycles of violence and renewal, emphasizing that honor and bravery in the face of inevitable doom are the highest virtues. The Norse afterlife thus embodies a worldview that embraces impermanence and conflict as fundamental aspects of existence. When comparing these two ancient conceptions, one confronts striking differences in tone, values, and metaphysical assumptions. The Greek afterlife's quiet melancholy and moral subtlety contrast with the Norse afterlife's vibrant celebration of heroism and martial glory. The Greeks focus on ethical balance and the soul's continued existence as a reflection of earthly deeds, while the Norse emphasize valor and fate, celebrating the warrior ethos above all, yet both offer profound insights into human nature and the meaning of death. The Greek model challenges us to consider the consequences of our actions in a world where eternal punishment or reward is not guaranteed but where legacy and memory matter deeply. It invites reflection on mortality, justice, and the nature of the self beyond physical life. The Norse vision, meanwhile, compels us to embrace courage and authenticity, to confront the inevitability of death with defiance and dignity, and to find meaning in the shared bonds of community and honor. Philosophically, these afterlives also reveal differing understandings of the soul and its destiny. The Greeks entertained the possibility of redemption and purification, as seen in the Elysian fields and the role of judges like Minos. The Norse see existence as cyclical, shaped by forces beyond individual control, with the afterlife as a stage in a cosmic drama of destruction and rebirth. Both perspectives, however, resist simplistic notions of eternal paradise, grounding the afterlife in a reality fraught with ambiguity and complexity. Modern readers might be tempted to ask which afterlife is correct or more appealing, but such a question misses the deeper truth that these myths function less as literal descriptions and more as symbolic systems articulating profound human concerns. They grapple with the mystery of death, the desire for justice, the fear of oblivion, and the hope for continuity in ways that resonate across cultures and epochs. Ultimately, whether one is drawn to the quiet shadows of Hades or the roaring feasts of Valhalla, these ancient visions compel us to confront our own mortality and the values by which we choose to live. They remind us that death, while inevitable, is not merely an end but a passage illuminated by the stories we tell and the meaning we create. In that sense, both the Greek and Norse afterlives hold enduring wisdom, each revealing facets of the human soul's quest to transcend the final mystery and to find its place within the vast cosmos.